Okay, here's the things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need some lipo oil, and I'm also going to be using the new Demore PRP oil today as well. And you guys know this will be available for purchase the 1st of September. But these are the combinations that I'm going to be using with the Tummy Tuck kit. So the very first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your client's lymphatic system is not clogged. So one of the things that I do to help unclog my client's lymphatic system is either Brazilian hand therapy, or you can use your G massager, whichever one is better for you. So if you have a G massager, use a G massager, because one of the things that the G massager does is it increases blood flow by 300%. And the better the blood flow, the more weight she's gonna lose. And faster. Lift your hands up for me.
Did you say the G5, Sabrina?
G massager.
The G5 massager?
Yeah. Yes. All right, guys, so the very first thing you want to do is unclog her lymphatic system. And you're going to unclog her lymphatic system with either Brazilian hand therapy or with your G massager. And I'm going to show you that. I'm actually going to show you guys both ways. This is lipo oil. And you can use any version of the lipo oil just as long as it's lipo oil. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do hand over hand. I'm going to come to her side, go right underneath her rib cage, and I'm going to pump 5 times. Pump 5 times. Pump 5 times. And go down. And I'm going to do that on each side. And go down. Go around her belly button and down. 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 And I would do each of those anywhere between 10 to 15 times per side. So left side 10 times, right side 10 times, go around 10 times to unclog her lymphatic system. If I'm using my G massager, this is the head that I'm using. This is the head that I'm using. You can use the brush head as well if that's what you prefer. This is just one of my favorites. I'm coming to her sides and then I'm going down. I'm going to her sides and I'm going down. And I usually work each side for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the size of the client. So she's a smaller client, so I would do 5 minutes each side. So left side, 5 minutes. Right side, 5 minutes. Left side, 5 minutes. Right side, 5 minutes.
Sabrina, can I ask what setting you have it on?
Not right now, please. Y'all, give me 1 second, because I'm recording the class. Let me do everything, and then I'm going to have questions at the end. Just write your questions down. Sorry, I should have said that at the beginning, my bad. And then you want to go around. And so you would end up doing this for about 15 minutes, 5 on each side, 5 in the middle. And you'll see me motion downward, round and down, around and down, around and down, around and down. And mine have levels to it. So my level that I like to use is in the middle, which is 2600. Some of them have high, medium, low. I usually try to do at least medium on a client her size. If she is larger, I'll do high. So it just depends on the size of the client. That would depend on your setting. The bigger the client, the higher your setting should be. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is add your ginger paste. So if you have some ginger paste, go ahead and add your ginger paste to your client's body. 2 pumps, just 2 pumps. I'm gonna do 3. You can do 3. And you see I'm patting it. I don't want a lot of that ginger paste to get in my gloves. I want it to go on her body. And I am patting it on top of the lipo oil, so I never wipe the lipo oil off. But I'm patting it in so that it goes into her skin and I don't lose a lot of product. So now you're gonna light your herb stick. Now, you have to light your herb stick and keep it for at least 3 to 5 minutes. If not, it's gonna go away. It's not gonna stay. You want a good smoke. See? You want to get, so it's like light and sage. But it's huge, so that's why you have to do it for 3 to 5 minutes. If not, it'll keep going out. You want to make sure that when you're lighting it, you're still burning it like above your client. Try to keep it 2 to 4 inches away from her body, feet away from her body. 2 to 4 feet away from her body, so that you don't burn your client. And you want a good smoke. Turn it downward. And you want to get it as close as 1 finger. So take your finger, that's how close you want to get it from her body, because you still want it to absorb into her body. See the smoke still going? You need that. And you want to make sure that you put it around her belly button in a circle. So even though I stopped lighting it, the smoke is still going. And you want to do it in a rotation, a circular rotation around her belly button for 15 minutes. If you lose your smoke, you need to light it again. You gotta get that smoke. The more smoke, the better. So see, it's still smoking. even though I don't have like fire to it anymore. But I need some more. While I'm lighting it, I'm still keeping it by her body, so the herbs can still get absorbed into her body. How you feel? Another thing that you can do as well is you can have your clients wear masks, and you can wear masks as well. But the herbs are all natural herbs, so they are actually good for you. And you want to keep it around this area right here so that it can break her fat cells down and flush out of her system. So the whole purpose of your herb stick is to break down the fat cells. Not remove, break down. So that means she's still going to have to drink her water. But her fat cells should reduce by 20% within 72 hours. I recommend this service at least 3 times a week, 15 to 30 minutes. So you would do this 15 to 30 minutes. You okay? And you see it's still smoking. So to light it, to stop it from smoking, you're going to use this part right here. Okay? And then the next thing that I would do is do me a favor, Miss Mama. Put some of this on her body for me real quick. I'm gonna go grab a Ozempic patch. So this is our PRP Demore drops. So you're gonna open up your bottle, and you want to do 10 drops. Make sure that you do 5 of them in her navel. Ash, pass it out. And pat in her skin. So 5 drops went in her navel, everything else went around. And just so I can get better results, I would put the Ozempic patch on top of her, wrap her, and send her home, and let her keep the Ozempic patch on for 6 hours. So you're gonna do this service for 15 minutes. You can do it 30 minutes if they're bigger. So if they're over 200 pounds, you probably wanna do it for 30 minutes. Over 200 pounds, 30 minutes. Over 200 pounds, 30 minutes. Under 200 pounds is gonna be 15 minutes. Make sure that you use your ginger paste, and also make sure that you use your lipo oil for the best results. Now, what is the purpose of the herb stick? The purpose of the herb stick is strictly to break down your client's fat cells. So you saw me go circular motion around her navel, but I also was going around her bottom stomach as well, which is where most women carry most of their weight. Another thing, when you guys are putting on your patches, it does go over the navel, but you want to make sure that it's also covering her bottom stomach as well. Because remember, that's where most of the women carry their weight. So then I would put my Ozempic patch on top. Most of her bottom stomach is going to go on the Ozempic patch as well. Another thing, if you wanted to add this as like a service, to add more to your service, when you wrap her, you can put her in the sauna. It's just gonna help everything that you broke down with your tummy tuck kit. It's just gonna help it expel out of her lymphatic system. I'm struggling for some reason. I'm struggling, y'all. Thank you so much. And what I like to do is I like to wrap them. If I'm gonna put her in the sauna, just like this, like while she's laying down, just wrap her towel. And put her in the sauna. You can wrap the bottom if you want. If you wanted to do 4D lipo, you could do 4D lipo. If you wanted to add EMS, you could add EMS. But all of those things would have to come last after you've done your tummy tuck kit. Now, let me answer any questions that you guys have. I think I answered cousin's question about the settings. Any questions?
Thanks for bringing it in, Brittany. I was working on it, I just heard you. The candle, what is? Can you hear me?
What candle, Rick? The herb stick?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the tummy tuck kit.
What is it? Oh, that's actually the kit.
It's a herb
What
kit.
about the?
It's a herb stick, and it comes with ginger paste. Like this. It's a kit.
Got you. And then the drops that you use afterwards.
Those are the PRP skin tightening drops to help tighten your client's skin.
Here. And those are both dropping next month in September.
The tummy tuck kit is available now.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? So you're gonna do this for 15 minutes if she's under 200, 30 minutes if she's over 200. 2 to 3 drops of ginger paste. Unclog her lymphatic system. And then you can add the skin tightening drops at the end with your Ozempic patch. So this will do anywhere between 25 to 50 clients. So if you divide that, you can really charge like $20 and still make your money per client off of this. But I don't recommend that you do that because a lot of people don't offer this service, and it's actually considered a holistic fat breaking body contouring service. So it's for your girlies that don't like machines or don't qualify for any of the machines. So if you have a client and she doesn't qualify for cavitation and you still want to be able to break down her fat cells, this is the service that you want to offer her. Also, if you're in a state and cavitation is regulated, then you want to jump on this service because this is considered a holistic service, and holistic services are not regulated because it's using an all-natural herb. And then you have your ginger paste and you have your PRP oil. So if I was to do this entire service, everything from start to finish of what I did just now, I would charge $149. Any other questions?
I don't know if I missed it. Did you say how often they can get it done?
So it's recommended that they do it at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week. And because it's a holistic service, you really just want enough time in between that they can expel the fat that you just broke down out of their system before you start over again. So anywhere between 24 to 48 hours. sell it as a retail product as well. So if you want to sell it as a retail product, you can sell it as a retail product. If you want to do it as a service, you can do it as a service as well. Now, if you're going to do it as a retail product, I would probably recommend that you make some type of tutorial showing them how to use it, or you can send them my YouTube link. I'm going to upload my video Monday on the YouTube so that people will be able to view it and learn how to do the service, and you could share that link with them as well.
And I know with some people who will be doing it at home, or even if they're coming into the office or whatever, you know how some clients want to feel something. Is it like a feeling that they will feel, or it's just...
Not really. It's really not a feeling. Nope, you're not, because it's all natural. So with natural herbs, this is using your natural body against the herbs to break it down. They don't feel anything. They may feel some heat because it's going to be hot, but other than that, no. Now, they may have to go to the restroom because it is like an all-natural detox. So they may have to go to the restroom, which you want them to be able to go to the restroom 24 to 48 hours.
So Brenda, I missed the beginning. Did you say that this will be uploaded? Will you keep this as a replay?
Yes.
How long does the herb stick last?
How
long does the herb stick last?
Oh, you can do anywhere from between 25 to 50 clients. Please do not put this in any moisture. So you want to keep it in a dry area, because this is how it looks. You don't want to get those herbs wet. You want it in a dry area. So keep it dry, room temperature, and it'll last until it burns all the way down. It'll last quite a while. So on an average, this stick should make you about $6,000. So if you were to do 50 clients with this stick at $149, didn't we do the math on that and it was like almost $6,000? I'm the wrong person. So the stick that you paid $49 or $99 for should make you about $6,000 if you do 50 clients at $149. Now, if you just wanted to offer this service alone, you could. I would probably recommend that you offer it with sauna. So if you didn't offer the Ozempic patch and you just wanted to offer this with sauna, you could, or you could do this with suction therapy. You can do this with RF. If you do this with RF, do the RF first, not last, because you're going to be making her body hot with the stick, because the heat from the stick is going to make her body hot. And you can do the service for like $99, which you'll still make about $5,000 off the stick if you do 50 people. So it should last you no less than 6 months. Unless you just sit there and let it burn out, like you do your candles.
TPP at 145 is 74.50.
Mute yourself for me, please. Any other questions?
So would the only side effect possibly be them maybe having to use the restroom?
Yeah. Because you just broke down their fat cells, so you want them to use the restroom so that everything that you just broke down can expel out of their system. It's no cramping. It's an all-natural herb. The herbs was created to help increase your metabolism, break down your fat cells, and it was also like a natural detox. But it uses heat to absorb into her body. 15 to 30 minutes. Any other questions? All right, guys, the replay will be available within 48 hours.